As we were saying in our part 1, let's get back to it right away so that we can get to the rest of our messages for this lovely full moon with this late IHP show with your lovely 5D mystic right here. Self-help, personal development, and definitely the spiritual awakening guidance. Because you're saying, yep, I want to get home to my 1-year-old. I'm here and I want to love. Okay, so genuine relationships are built based on us loving each other for who we are and accepting each other for who we are so you can be yourself. And life partners, yeah, we don't apologize with the whole, I'm so sorry. It's more of, I'm so sorry. Maybe, we don't know. But really, it's, hey, you know, I wanted to talk about that thing. Remember that thing? Or better said, how dare you? I'm so sorry, immediately. You know what I've done before when people are upset? And so my way of apologizing, sometimes it's saying I'm sorry. Other times it's, I'm sorry, and can I give you a hug now? Other times it's, you know what, I would like to hug you. Do I have your permission? I know we're not on the same page, but I still want to hug you. Other times it's, you know, you're angry right now. I know you're angry, and we definitely will not ever agree on anything right now, but I still want to hug you. Can I hug you? So see, hugging is my thing. It's not an apology per se, but if somebody wants an apology, I will say, I'm so sorry. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I do want to say that we can agree to disagree without hurt feelings as we grow older. Because we learn how to talk about it, and we learn that crying is cool and good, and we also can learn that we don't have to cry. But we want to create, and we can create a really, really great relationship with all of our emotions. And when you do that, people think you're emotionless. No, it's only the people who don't have their child parts in the forefront. So when you have your unconscious and your conscious, say, yep, I got feelings. Yes, I have thoughts. Yes, I don't use them as irrefutable facts. So if I don't like something, I'm going to be like, I don't like it, so it's bad. I'm going to treat it bad. You learn how to use your prefrontal cortex. That's why self-help and personal development, they help people who want to do emotions after they've done, if they needed therapy, or when they have awareness of their self, the lens, you can still do personal development self-help. Because you say, yeah, I want to do emotions. I actually want to be the best version of me. I want to be a pacha. Because pacha is integrity. It's saying, I will speak the truth no matter what. I won't back down from a discussion. No, it doesn't have to be. It's just a conversation. For the empowered women, that is, and men and theys. So those who have healthy self-worth, this is what it looks like. It's like, wow, again, can you come up with anything better? We don't tell that to people in their faces. I learned as a teenager, adolescents don't like confident people. And now I know that grown-ups who are adolescents are adaptive child parts of themselves. And it's their 16-year-old, and you can totally tell because the 3-year-old's crying with shame, 1-year-old's freaking out, the 16-year-old's spiting and being an asshole, quote unquote. And I'm sorry, but yeah, all the teens, I met them, they were all assholes. Even the least assholes still lied. They were cowards as well. And most of them got in trouble. And was I perfect? No, I was not. But I learned how to say, I conquered, no, I learned they're unkind, unreliable, the grown-ups were right. I have things to do in life, which is get my degree, help people, be busy, have fun, and there you go. So when you have healthy self-worth, you become the person you've always wanted to be and more. Thanks, Jesus and God. Thank you, Akash. Okay, so I love to love, and enlightenment. The path to enlightenment is also love. Yes, the ones who have loss and pain, I feel for them. We have a Zen master. He tells you all about laundry in your body. I wish he does self-help personal development so he can grow resiliency towards emotional pain like sadness, anger. You can learn to actually harness it. It's almost like superpowers, like Super Saiyan. Anybody Goku? Yeah, sometimes my hair looks like Goku. Okay, I'm on a roll with my sense of humor. Let me continue. So apologies, yes, don't expect them, by the way. Because, as I was saying, one, the adaptive child behavior pattern, I've noticed that people don't get their unconscious and conscious together unless they start doing something, which is say, my thoughts and emotions, they don't rule anything, and I won't project my yucky emotions and say, you're a bitch or a witch because I feel so. Or because I think so, because my way of logically thinking something has to be more right, and you're frustrating me because you're stupid. That makes me laugh inside. But I'm a 3-year-old who learned I don't want to play with those who have shame buttons. They're really uncomfortable, and I don't like them. They're not fun. They're not even intellectually smart. So I learned from smart people, by the way, like Dr. Daniel Siegel. And he has a good sense of humor. And so does Sadhguru. And I didn't get the honor to meet Jesus. And let me get back to Patrick Tiahan. He's also awesome. So with this lovely full moon, you will have learned, what do you enjoy? Who do you enjoy? And how do you enjoy it? and not that other stuff. No, actually the physical stuff has nothing to do with enjoyment, except for if we actively love each other for real, not pretend, and that means you don't have a shame button. If you have a shame button, then I have a person who has a 1-year-old who's not loving. They're just wanting to cling on to you. And anybody know what a 1-year-old is not? It's a 3-year-old that clings onto your leg. And how does a grown-up handle that one? Well, a good grown-up who's emotionally and mentally mature handles it really great. They allow their kids to do all the emotions. They allow themselves to be in their ventral vagal, not traumatizing the child with a sympathetic or dysregulated. So learning how to be in their safety behavior, the grown-ups, not the child. So yes, learning how to harness that nervous system. And this is when people are like, nobody's, yes, it's not about perfection. A third attunement and then repairing ruptures. So when you get angry and you yell at me in my face, you say, I'm so sorry, I got upset. It wasn't you. And I don't want you to have shame hovering over you for the rest of your life. And people are like, how dare everything become about trauma? We're so bored with it. Well, you know, there's silverbacks for those who don't want to do love. It's okay. You can go with the dude who talks to you about fucking people and having contempt, disgust, and shame the entirety of your life. Or, excuse me, oh, you know what? I'm not even going to go there today. Yeah, let me keep on rocking and rolling with Patrick, because hypocrisy is something that you can see bountiful of, which is something that monoamory and monogamous people seem to think that polyamory are unfaithful. No, we know how to say, hey, I love more than one person, and it's not in a friendship way, and therefore I am consensually letting you know I'm the non-monogamous person. Versus, hey, you're hot, I really like you. Excuse me, do you have a monogamous relationship with your wife? Why are you making such a big deal? I'm not doing it. Well, I'm just asking, are you in a polyamory status or monoamory? I'm just saying, you married them. I thought you knew what you were promising. Weren't you grown up enough? Did you have the pacifier in your mouth? Like, I'm just wondering. I'm not trying to shame you. My point is I'm trying to logically speak to you. What you're doing is an advance. I don't care that you're doing an advance. I don't even like you. I don't say it that way because, you know, 3-year-olds with shame, well, their ego bruises. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. It feels bad. They already have shit going on inside and they don't want to tend to it. And they will say nothing of the sort of, I'm going to stop. No, they keep at it. That's I'm not going to get rude because I don't want to behave that way. Let me think. What's the best version of myself? I know what it is. I have no ill will. I'm equanimous and I love life. And, you know, I love sciences at this moment. I knew spirituality was one of those things that didn't have people who always followed what spirituality speaks, which is why I used the word spirituality and not other words. Because I told God, I said, God, the people that use your name, he says, I know, Maria, you already know, I told you, I'm not intervening. Okay, Jesus showed you what to do. Yes, he did. Let's get back to Patrick. And so people with trauma that they don't take serious, I found it hard to believe that my childhood has anything to do with my mannerisms with you. We don't bother telling people that because we're going to get really pissy people in your pants. Are you Miss Perfect? No, actually I'm not. I just know things, some things, like being a human, and I'm learning stuff because I help people who want to be happy in life. I didn't know you didn't want to be happy in life. I'm going to go. And so on that note, how they perceive themselves is erroneous. How they perceive others is erroneous. How they perceive how chain of events in situations goes down is erroneous. Okay, and this is not made up shit from the butthole of people. So he says, Patrick Tiahan, and I'm using different words, so to not exactly quote him, just so you know, you can think of it as how you tend to make sense of things or find meaning in the present, but it is based upon what happened to you in the past, your childhood, which is why, like the Ron Siegel quote, where nobody has an objective opinion. It's all subjective based on past hurts until you don't have hurts and you have, yep, my past, it's coming with me. I have a personality. Don't you enjoy 3-year-olds who are grown up still, not their teenager version? So it's functional adult love language. Part 3, maybe we might do that. And so he gives, again, the example. You're reading a work email. You think everybody's pissed at you. You come back, read it again. You're like, oh, wait, there's nothing personal. I was just triggered because of my childhood stuff. So if you can become an inner child adult, that's when IHP is going to be valuable to you. That means you do emotions, you do apologies, you do relationships, and we will have a number 3 because I'm having a good time on this lovely full moon. It's time to heal one person at a time. Great therapists out there, and functional adults support people because we're safe havens and secure bases for each other. We know what Jesus talked about.